My name is Johnny King Jr., 45 years old, husband to Lani and a father of 4 kids. While in high school, I joined a fraternity and started taking marijuana. I hung out with the wrong set of friends and was exposed to a variety of vices. I started using shabu or methamphetamine, was introduced into gambling and drinking, and got involved in gang fights. My parents were completely unaware of the life I lived outside our home. During my college days, my addiction of shabu got worse. I lost control of myself and resorted of stealing from my parents, as well engaging in illegal activities to support my drug habits. Eventually, my parents found and asked me to move out of our home. I went to live in a pub house where I was introduced to drug pushers and I became a pusher myself. When my parents learned about what was happening, they took me home and gave me another chance. I went back to school and finished college. But despite this second chance, I did not stop my drugs and other vices. To make matter worse complicated, I got 2 women pregnant and I married of them, Lani, who is now my wife. I thought things could change, but all was temporary and I fell back to drugs, womanizing and hanging out with wrong friends. When my father passed away in 2009, he left me an inheritance and our business to manage. Instead of being grateful, I became more abusive and manipulative of everyone, including my wife and family. Due to incredibly violent behavior, my wife and children and other family members distanced themselves from me because they don't know how to handle me, and I made many enemies and reached a point where I carried guns because of fear and paranoia that my enemies will hunt me down and kill me. One day, my family, with the help of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, sent me to a therapeutic community rehab center. Life there was very difficult. I was cut not only from all the biceps, but also from my family. With no communication whatsoever, for 8 months, there was no television, newspaper, nor radio, no way of knowing what was happening beyond that rehab walls. Food was not good, all meals were rationed. My mental health suffered significantly. I developed violent behavior and was thrown into isolation for 3 months. I was alone at the lowest point of my life, feeling completely abandoned. Every so often, I could call out Jesus in desperation and frustration, asking if he was real. But in my mind, I hopelessly wondered, what could he do for me anyway? One day, my mother again came to my rescue. She decided to pull me out of that rehab center and transferred me to Penwell Home, CCF Bible-based retreat house with a unique program for men with addiction and other dysfunction. She also broke the bad news that my wife and children were planning to leave me. It was painful truth that I have to accept a consequence for all the bad life choice I made. In Penwell Home, the rehabilitation journey was different. I felt accepted. We were encouraged to read the Bible. At first, I was not interested, but surprisingly, each time I opened the Bible, I would end up to Galatians 2, verse 20. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. This verse impacted me and moved me to talk to God every day and continue reading His Word. Slowly, I was changing. I was experiencing God transforming work in my life. I was no longer controlled by my addiction and destructive behavior, but the power of the Spirit of God from then on. I continued reading the Bible and attended CCF worship service. After some time, my wife and children started visiting me and attended worship service together. We later became a part of a D group family, where we grew deeper in our faith, intimacy with Jesus, growing together in faith, helping restore our marriage. My relationship with my children was also restored. By God's grace, I graduated from Penwell Home in June 2013, and to this day, I serve as a part of the recovery program by sharing devotion to individuals who need the saving grace of Jesus to give them a new start in life. God has also given me the burden to share His Word inside the city jail every week since 2015. I have been overseeing the activity of the CCF Biyahe Jail Ministry, ministering to the person deprived of liberty as well as our volunteers. I was slave to drugs for 20 years, but by God's grace and mercy, I was given a new beginning to experience the full life He promised. Truly, the Lord can use messed up people like me to tell others the good news about our Lord Jesus Christ. To God be the glory and praises forever and ever.